Okay, in my relation to the previous video on UEFA, Der Spiegel obviously unearthed several things. This planned Super League that has now been ousted and has embarrassed a lot of people, and the financial fair play and the breaches of it. UEFA's chief Alexander Seferin, I think that's how you pronounce his name, has admitted financial fair play is not working. He's basically gone, yeah, this system is broken. It was broken from when it was implemented by his predecessors, Infantino and Platini, who've gone on to different things. One's gone on to be cast out the game with the dark shadow because of corruption allegations, and one's gone to FIFA to probably be corrupt. I'm not hiding my cynicism here. Alexander Seferin has admitted financial fair play doesn't work because of the PSG and Man City allegations by Der Spiegel, and Der Spiegel's normally 95% accurate in its undercover reporting. I will admit Der Spiegel is has got a great reputation as a publication in Germany. I actually have read Der Spiegel in English. It has a brilliant reputation for its undercover reporting, being truthful and accurate. Yeah, it does also print a lot of tabloid crap. When it comes to undercover reporting, Der Spiegel's on the ball. And UEFA are panicking. They are reacting rather than being proactive. They should have seen the flaws in the system from the get-go. They didn't. And they're reacting to negative headlines. They're reacting. It's not good. That's not a good way to run an organisation. What should have happened was a salary cap and a transfer cap should have been brought in. I think that's the only option really to control income and outgoing. But they won't do that because that means, actually having to do their job. UEFA won't do it. It's also too late because the players are now earning too much money, and there'll be a player revolt. You can't restrict our salaries. They do in North America, the most capitalist continent in the world, but the USA is at its core. The professional leagues in North America all have salary caps. Even the MLS has a salary cap. Not a single player complains over there. They're paid according to a salary cap system. There are some superstar players over in North America in the sports there, in the NFL, the NHL, the Major League Baseball, even in the MLS. Some of the top players are paid pretty well. Wayne Rooney's on a decent contract. His teammates aren't complaining he's on that decent contract because it's written into the rules that an overseas marquee player can get paid more. And it also means the salary cap goes out the window, which means some of the teammates can get paid more. The MLS has a flexible salary cap system. All the other major leagues have a hard cap system. It works. There's occasionally a bit of labour unrest, but no, not one player's going, I'm not paid enough. I want to get paid stupid amounts more than the salary cap allows. They get paid up to the salary cap, and the teams have to manage it, some more effectively than others. Football has gone too far the other way. The players are earning too much money, and that's been a criticism for 2 decades that they're overpaid, overinflated, and the transfer market's overinflated dangerously slow, which basically makes a mockery of financial fair play when clubs can afford to spend nearly £1 billion in transfers over a couple of years. Financial fair play should be stopping that. It's not. So what needs to happen is a transfer cap or a spending cap and a salary cap, and the clubs won't agree to that because they risk their players not being happy and throwing the toys out the pram. It's going to have to happen if football is to survive long term for the future for all. It's not an inclusive sport for all. There's ticket pricing fans out of games. There's these plastic tourist fans, which means the local fans can't actually buy tickets because there's a waiting list for forever because these plastic tourists from North America with their cash or Southeast Asia with their cash are buying tickets. They don't really actually follow the sport intensely. They just want to be there for the experience, whereas the hardcore fans who may have supported the club for 10, 20, 30 years can't afford to get a ticket. We're seeing this imbalance in TV rights, away fans, travel tickets. There's a lot of things going on. Fans aren't happy. Fans are never mentioned in this. Ever mentioned about how they're being priced out of the game. And partly because financial fair play isn't working. And when clubs get caught out, their fans go, well, there's clearly a thing against us. No, your club broke the rules and were aided in breaking the rules. Get a grip of yourselves. Most Man City and PSG fans aren't these new plastic fans, the hardcore, the original hardcore, who go back their entire lives from when they were yay high to a grasshopper, will remember when their clubs were financially up against the wall and broke and in the wrong league, as in not in the top table, not winning trophies. And in the last decade or so, these clubs have found this newfound Middle Eastern wealth, which is subject to corruption allegations as well and a bit of blood money there. A lot of fans, while, have sat through some tough times. Are they glad they got a bit of money now? Yeah, of course they are. They're more stable than they were before. They're winning trophies again. But at what cost? At what cost to their integrity and at what cost to the sport's long-term future? There has to be a salary cap. There has to be a transfer cap. I fear that is far too late. down the line because it's now got overinflated to the point where it's just unsustainable. And we need to have some players actually go, shit, I am paid too much, and actually admit that what they're on is wrong. But when players like Danny Rose, who's a decent player, is saying, I can't live on 50 grand a week, I want 100. Well, I can't blame him for wanting to pay what a rival player at a rival club is getting paid. 50 grand a week is a year's wages for some people, if not 2 years' wages before tax. And he's on a week when some people don't even get that over 2 or 3 years. That's the disconnect between the sport at the top level and the fan base. When a player's on 50 grand a week, he's complaining that's not enough money for him. That just shows how the entitlement bubble with some of the top level players has got, where they believe they're worth vastly more than they're actually being paid. I think 50 grand is too much a week for a player, but that's my personal opinion. I mean, some rugby union and rugby league players get paid that in a year, and they're still on decent salaries with decent money. But 50 grand a week, no, I can't live on that. I need 100. That I can understand why he wants to get paid more because rival players at the club down the road are getting paid 100 grand a week. Fine. But that's where a salary cap needs to come in to stop this imbalance and stop even average players earning obscene amounts of money that in another professional sport, where there's a different skill set and a different sport, they're earning far less for risking far more serious injury and shorter careers. Work that one out. I think football's gone horribly wrong in the last 20 odd years with the pay-per-view TV, the subscription TV deals. The clubs could let us in for free or for very, very little here in England. They could let us in for as little as a tenner and still make a massive profit with the TV deals they've got in place. Yet they can't support a club like Huddersfield who's got to shut their academy because of lack of funds, yet they're willing to give Peter Scudamore, Richard Scudamore, whatever his name is, 5 million. Is it Richard Scudamore? Yes, Richard Scudamore, £5 million payout, and then pay him more as a consultant than when he was full-time salary. That is wrong. At no point are the fans mentioning any of these statements by UEFA the last 24 hours to do with the Super League and financial fair play. At no point are the fans at all mentioned or have a say, because a lot of fans think there should be a salary cap. The players are paid too much. The ticket price is too high. At no point are these costs and issues addressed. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Second rant of the day over. I will have some more videos for you soon. There's a lot more things to talk about in a variety of sports, so watch this space. But I have to do some other stuff first, so later on this evening we'll have some more videos coming out. And I'll see you soon. Please also like and subscribe. Very important. I like those buttons being clicked because it helps the channel. And I'll see you soon.